Subscribe and download over 1 million code snippet including this tutorial from codegive.com, link in the description below. Title: Understanding Attribute Error. Module object has no attribute Unicode in IPython Utils Traitlets. When working with Python, especially in environments like IPython or Jupyter notebooks, you may encounter the attribute error. Module object has no attribute Unicode error related to IPython Utils Traitlets. This error typically arises due to version mismatches or deprecated functionalities. In this tutorial, we'll explore what this error means, why it occurs, and how to resolve it, along with a code example demonstrating the issue. The attribute error occurs when you try to access an attribute or method that does not exist within a module, class, or object. Specifically, the error message module object has no attribute Unicode indicates that the module IPython.utils.traitlets does not have an attribute named Unicode. The error could stem from various reasons. Version mismatch: the code may be written for an older version of IPython or Traitlets, where Unicode might have been available but has since been deprecated or removed in newer versions. Incorrect usage: the code may be incorrectly trying to access Unicode attribute from IPython.utils.traitlets, which might have never existed or has been renamed. To resolve this error, you can take several approaches. Update dependencies: ensure that your IPython and Traitlets packages are up to date. Sometimes, updating to the latest versions can resolve compatibility issues and deprecated functionalities. Check documentation: refer to the official documentation of the version you're using. Verify if the attribute Unicode exists or has been replaced with something else. Adjust your code accordingly. Use compatible syntax: if you're working with older code or examples, try to find the equivalent functionality in the current version. Replace deprecated methods or attributes with their modern counterparts. Let's illustrate the error with a code snippet. When you run this code, you'll encounter the attribute error: module object has no attribute Unicode error. Understanding and resolving attribute error: module object has no attribute Unicode in IPython Utils Traitlets is crucial for smooth Python development, especially in environments like IPython or Jupyter notebooks. By updating dependencies, checking documentation, and using compatible syntax, you can effectively tackle this error and ensure your code runs smoothly. Remember, staying updated with the latest versions and best practices is key to avoiding such errors in your Python projects. By following the steps outlined in this tutorial, you can effectively address the attribute error: module object has no attribute Unicode error in IPython Utils Traitlets and continue with your Python development without interruptions. ChatGPT